Hello YouTube, Born to be Wild NE here, and as always, NE, it stands for Nebraska. Go Big Red Huskers! It is Wednesday, the 20th of November. Forecasted high in Lincoln today is 63. Tomorrow's forecasted high is 40. So I'm taking advantage of one last day in the foreseeable forecast to get out on the bike, run some Seafoam through the fuel system, for the winter. We'll also see if I can move my motorcycle into my in-building garage. I think if I park it transversely, I can get it and my car in. And there's a plug for the battery tender. Could see some rain in a little while, so I'm not sure I'm going to go very far. Got my rain gear in a bag on the back, but I don't know if I really want to go through all that. My main purpose is to get the Seafoam run through the fuel system. In the event that it is a goodly stretch before I get to ride the bike again, I found a way to mount and dismount the bike without hurting my left knee anymore. That's a good thing. Pretty strong wind today, bringing in that front. See from these feather signs and the flag over there that there's a pretty decent wind. I might have been wise to put my pin lock shield on my helmet, but I'll just have to keep it cracked and expose the audio to substantially more wind noise than would otherwise be present. Washed the liners in the helmet a couple, 3 days ago to get the last part of the summer sweat out of them. And I got my riding jacket and riding pants ready to take to the laundromat and do their end of season cleaning. Not winter yet, but the Nebraska landscape is various shades of brown for the most part. whole system is out of kilter. As my daughter recovers from her most recent hospital visit, she had to do a temporary change in some of her drugs, and that is tending to cause her to be anxious or have anxiety attacks in the evening and at bedtime. So I have every night been going down just after supper or for supper and staying until she is soundly asleep for the evening. But the last 3 nights that's been kind of very difficult for me. I got home about 1:30 this morning. Didn't get to sleep until 2:30 or so. Night before last, it was after 3 o'clock before I fell asleep. And the night before that, after 5 in the morning before I fell asleep. So things are whacked out for both her and for me. Whoa, that's a strong wind out here when there's no protection. Blowing my head around. Browns may not be the hazy shade of winter, as Simon and Garfunkel sang, but next darn thing closest. There's a field that's not been harvested yet. Continued troubles with my electronics package. My Cardo PackTalk Bold with JBL and my iPhone XR. I really struggle to control the text messaging the way I want it to be controlled. Seems like changes are made in software that users are not educated about, and things that used to work no longer work. The performance seems erratic and not reliable. I have to try over and over and over again to finally get my message dictated properly and sent. This remains a terrible frustration for me. I guess when no riding is possible, I can try to do some troubleshooting in the apartment. What I anticipate is Apple pointing at Cardo and Cardo pointing at Apple, and me, the customer, falling through the cracks. That is not an atypical outcome of these sorts of things. Typically, many to absolve themselves and point the finger of blame to someone else in the process. I don't know whether Apple or Cardo might step up to the plate and help me fully troubleshoot and get it fixed and get it right. This has been terribly frustrating ever since I got Cardo and the iPhone XR. But once the money is spent, it's out of your bank account. What's a customer supposed to do? I may have some hope for Cardo. They give the appearance, at least, that's what their communication tries to say, is that they are customer focused. And it's not like I'm using some weird or old technology for my phone. Gently rolling hills of this part of southeast Nebraska.